In an Arizona bar on the morning of December 29th, 1991, a 36-year-old female was found in the men's bathroom where she was employed. The victim was fatally stabbed and was sexually assaulted, and there was very little evidence left behind at the crime scene. The victim had bite marks on her neck and on her breast, and a friend of the victim had told police that a regular of the bar was supposed to help her close the bar the night of December 28th. The friend that was supposed to help her close the bar was 34-year-old RayKrone, and he was the primary suspect in the crime. Police had asked Krone to make a bite mark impression to compare it with the bite marks left on the victim. 2 days after the murder, Krone was arrested and charged with first-degree murder, kidnapping, and sexual assault. There was no semen left at the crime scene and no DNA test was done. Krone had his trial in 1992 and he still claimed his innocence, stating that he was at home asleep at the night of the murder. Prosecution testified that the bite mark impression had matched the bite marks left on the victim, which was their only evidence towards Krone. Jury found Krone guilty of the charges and sentenced him to death and a consecutive 21-year-old term of prison. Krone was not found guilty of sexual assault. In 1996, Krone was given a new trial but convicted again due to the bite mark impressions, but this time, the judge sentenced Krone to life in prison instead of giving the death penalty. After serving 10 years total in prison and a few years on death row, a DNA test would prove Krone's innocence in 2002. The saliva and blood found on the victim did not match Krone as the suspect. Instead, it matched another man named Kenneth Phillips, who also lived by the bar but was never suspected of doing this crime. Krone was released from prison in 2002 and was formally dismissed from all charges. Krone is the 100th former death row inmate that was proven to be innocent. Prior to this arrest, Krone had no history of criminal record, was honorably discharged from the military, and worked for the government for 7 years. Krone lost 10 years of his life that he could never get back, and Krone sued the state of Arizona and was awarded $4.4 million for 2 wrongful convictions. The Innocent Project is important because even professionals can make mistakes and send innocent people to prison. This could play in as to why states and people are against the death penalty, and they would rather send someone to life in prison instead of getting the death penalty. Krone was the 100th former death row inmate freed since the reinstatement of capital punishment in the United States since 1976, and Krone is the 12th death row inmate who was proven to be innocent thanks to post-conviction DNA testing.